So with F1 2021 coming out this year, I decided to do a list on what I want to see in the next game. Hi guys, and welcome back to the Michael Luke Racing F1 channel, and today we are going to be taking a look at my top 6 things I want in the next F1 game. If you are new here, then please do subscribe, it really helps me out, and why don't you drop a like while you're at it. Now I know Oliver does this type of video all the time, so I decided to put my take on it. So here is my list, and number 1 is more customization for the look of your car. Now the standard FOM chassis car on the F1 2021 game, it's not bad, but I think it's just a bit generic and a bit standard, and that is effectively what it is, a standard F1 car for F1 2020. Now I just think in F1 2021, to make it feel a bit more personal to you, you should get to change the bodywork elements of your car. For the nose cone, you could change it between the Renault, the Mercedes, the Ferrari, or even the McLaren nose, just to make it a bit personal. And also you can change the midsection of the car, like which midsection do you want? Do you want the McLaren midsection with the Renault nose cone? That's probably what I would go for if this was a thing. Now this might be a bit hard, so I thought maybe you could just change the whole car. So do you want the look of the McLaren car, or do you want the look of the Renault car? And I think that will be easier in the end. Number 2, more customization with the paint. Now the liveries at the start are okay, but what I really want is to add more decals, to add what colour you want the rims, of course. You want them black, and also whether to have your car matte, glossy, or even chrome. How sick would it be for you to have a matte car? And I know some colours in the livery selection are matte, but you don't get the whole car matte, and you don't get it as a single option. And this also goes with the helmets. How cool would it for you to be to change your whole helmet matte or glossy, or even chrome? Or you could do this with different elements. Like when you finish off your helmet, you could, on each colour, decide whether you want it to be chrome or decide whether you want it to be matte. So you could literally have a chrome, glossy and matte helmet. How sick would that be? Number 3 is the option to start your My Team Rich. And hear me out here. I was thinking on doing like a Lamborghini My Team career mode, or Aston Martin My Team career mode in the 2020 game. But the problem is if Lamborghini was to create their own F1 team, they wouldn't start with nothing. They would have a large amount of money to spend and invest in their F1 team, and they'll probably get a pretty good teammate for their driver. And that's why this idea has come about, because I think it will be sick if you can select an option to start My Team Rich. So if you want to do a Lamborghini My Team, you can get good drivers and you can get your car good. Because it just makes no sense that Lamborghini would come into F1 poor and have $0 in their bank account. And if you are enjoying the video so far, please do like it. It will mean the world to me. And why don't you go down to the comment section and comment, what do you want to see in the next F1 2021 game? Moving on to number 4, that is going to be better storylines. I loved F1 2019 for the F2 storyline. It was a shame it didn't continue in the F1 part of your career mode. But how sick was that, finishing a race and then having a little cutscene with Devin Butler and Lucas Weber? I want to see that back. I want to see a storyline for your F1 career, no matter whether you're doing My Team or normal career mode. It just adds flavour and personality to it, and makes it seem like real life, and I think that is probably the biggest thing I wish for the F1 2021 game, is it's not going to be a game, it's going to be like real life. Because we all dream of being an F1 driver, but there's only 20 in the whole entire world, so I kind of want this to be, this is your chance to be an F1 driver. Number 5, more tracks in solo and multiplayer. And what I mean by this is I hated the fact that in F1 2020, Imola wasn't on the circuit, or Turkey wasn't on the F1 2020 game, and I just feel like how cool would it have been if there was a DLC adding on where you can drive around Turkey and you can drive around Imola. I know the Imola will probably be coming to F1 2021 because it's on the season calendar. And what I mean by this point is that in solo and in multiplayer, you get the option to go to some old circuits like Jerez or the Nürburgring, because that would be sick to have as a solo mode. Number 5 is the leveling up that we had in 2020, the Bitcoin point. I mean, because F1 2020, they wanted to open it up to the normal people. But as I said previously, I want this game to be like if we are a racing driver in Formula 1. And that's why I think the leveling up should just be got rid of. I mean, imagine if you went to your helmet painter and you are an F1 driver and they were like, oh no, you cannot have that style because you have to get to level 20 before you get it. That just doesn't happen in real life, and it was such a shame because although the helmet designs have improved so much this year, you can't get most of them when you start the game. How annoying is that? And if you are just a casual player and you want a leveling up system, go and play Fortnite or some other game. I want F1 2020 to be for the hardcore F1 fans who want to experience what being an F1 driver is really like. And that's why I want this leveling up thing to go. If you agree with me or disagree with me, then like the video, because basically there's a lot more points I can add to this. So if you want to see another video, smash that like button, because another video will be coming very soon about this if you like the video. But that's my take on the F1 2021 game. What's yours? Let me know down in the comments below. I will respond to every single one of your comments. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.